What's on Drea's mind? Wouldn't you like to know? Dream with me.
We're in the mood for some homemade cherry hand pies. Okay, so maybe they're not completely homemade, but I made them at my home. So does that count? Anyway, so the ingredients are as follows: puff pastry, canned cherries, or frozen cherries or frozen fruit, and of course, sugar to sprinkle on top. These delicious hand pies are so easy to make, so let's get started. First, you're going to roll out your puff pastry and cut it into sections. Then, you're going to scoop your filling into each section. Be careful just to keep your filling onto one side because you're going to have to fold the puff pastry over. Now that you've folded the pastry over, you're going to take a fork and crimp the sides, which is basically sealing the filling inside of the puff pastry so that it won't ooze out once you start baking it. So here I'm just using my finger to lightly press it down, press the side down, and then I'll follow through with the fork. I want to make sure the sides match up before I seal it, crimp it with the fork. Don't feel intimidated. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's okay if some of the filling comes out. It's still going to be delicious. Now that the hand pies are sealed, let's poke holes in the top to create vents so that the steam can escape. We don't want soggy hand pies. This last step is optional, but I like to do it because it looks good and it adds a little bit of sweetness. Sprinkle coarse sugar on top of each puff pastry. We're almost at the finish line. The next step will be to put the puff pastries in the oven to bake. In about 15 to 20 minutes, they'll be ready to come out of the oven and they will be hot, so be careful. The convenience of making this dessert is that the filling can be changed out based on the season. So in the fall, you might want to make pumpkin hand pies. And there you have it, delicious cherry hand pies. Thanks for watching. Enjoy.